Please watch this video to prepare for our next unit. We will be having a mock town meeting and writing speeches. What is a speech? It's a type of argument writing that tries to convince listeners to take a specific action. What's in a speech? Let's look at the 4 items here. Call to action. It must have a purpose. Your speech must have a purpose. What is your purpose of the speech? We're getting people to act, and it's going to take some convincing. You need to use convincing words. Evidence. Those are facts, examples, details to win people over. You want people to take sides with you. You must have a convincing tone. Pretend that this is your parents. You're trying to get them to buy something for you, do something for you. You all know the tone I'm talking about. Use it here in your speech. How do I want to sound? I'll make strong statements that rely on evidence with strong vocabulary. You're going to be referring back to your embellishment words worksheet. You'll be getting that in class tomorrow. Counter-argument. Arguably, this might be the more difficult part of your speech, the counter-argument. Let's look at that together. As I write, I'll anticipate my opponent's arguments and explain why they are wrong. So as you are writing, you're thinking about, what does the other side want? What do they stand for? And anticipate that, figure out what you might think the other side arguments are, and explain why they might be wrong. Next, why should we even write a speech? Why are we learning how to write a speech in class? Why are we doing a mock town meeting? Besides it being fun and the day absolutely crazy, well, it's to inform. We're going to be informing people of the Loyalist positions and the Patriots positions. It's to express an opinion. Why do the Patriots have such anti-British feelings? What do they want to do? What do they see as the future for America? How about the Loyalists? Why do they feel so compelled to stay with the British? It's a call to action. Are we going to form a militia, draw up the Declaration of Independence, or are we going to remain loyal to Britain and continue the relationship that we have with them? We're going to present solutions, and in our speeches we're going to tell the Loyalists and the Patriots what our solutions are to getting along with the British or to breaking away with the English. So on the town meeting, it's going to be 1776, and declaring our independence is the question. The Patriots want to declare independence, yet the Loyalists clearly do not. King George will be attending the town meeting. The question is, should the colonists declare independence? So let's talk about embellishments. See our King George here. He's looking fine in his diamonds. Embellishments are the bling words of our writing, which make it interesting and detailed and colorful. And really, it's just something we want to read. For example, if you hear colonists were mad at King George in Parliament, it's sort of boring. You're going to fall asleep after the 3rd sentence. More so, I'm going to fall asleep grading them. The better way to put this, embellishing your writing and giving a convincing tone, take a look at the yellow sentence. Furious colonists decried the recent actions of King George in Parliament. It sounds better. It sounds more convincing, and well, you really sound like you know what you're talking about. So some of the embellishment words are standing up, meddlesome, disobedient colonists, your petty problems. It's not reasonable that you tax us. You have violated many rules and laws, you naughty, naughty colonists. You've been abusive, harsh, and ungrateful. These are the embellishment words that should be showing up in your speeches. Next, when you're writing and researching, whether you've been given a loyalist or a patriot, and for many of classes you haven't been given these just yet, think about some of these guidelines. What did you, a colonist, do to promote or go against colonial efforts of independence? Are you breaking away from Britain, or are you staying with Britain? The years 1763 to 1776, I really do not want to know what Thomas Jefferson did as a president. Okay, stay within the guidelines of 1763 to 1776. What did they accomplish? What are they thinking during this time period? I don't want to know if you are married, when your birthday is, if you were president, if you wrote the Constitution, if you had kids. It's not really important when talking about colonial efforts of independence. They're not relevant, and most likely they did not happen between 1763 and 1776. You certainly weren't born, you might have been married, you were not president because there was no Constitution. If you wrote the Constitution, well, there's no Constitution just yet, and if you had kids, that's wonderful, but not really important. I would like you to look at this TED Talk. This is a girl that's probably about your age. She does a great job in giving a speech with convincing tone, showing the other sides of the argument. I think you will enjoy it. So hopefully that works. You can click on that and look at that at your leisure. Tomorrow, be prepared for peer revision speech workshop. I'll talk more about that in class, but here's a little precursor to what I expect of you and what you're going to be looking at in each other's speeches. There's the rubric. This is what we expect from you when you give a speech, when you hand in your speeches. Okay, take a look at that. It's based on grades 6 through 8. Notice that if you hand in your rough copy, I can still give you some points. Okay, I would like everyone to be here. Okay, supporting claims, clear reasoning, text-based evidence. Still the same ideals in terms of writing that we've been talking about, but this time you need a counter argument, counter claims. Notice the addition to counter claims, credible sources. We talked about that with the Boston Massacre. So please look at this video over and over again. Be prepared to start writing your speeches. If there are any questions, please either chat with me on Remind, email me, or see me in during homeroom. Thanks so much. Bye.